Morning everyone, how are you all? So students, welcome back to SSC class, and here I am with new chapter with some new topics. So that is chapter number 4, Northern Plains. Okay, so let's just start with the recap what we have studied already. Okay, we have studied about the northern mountains and how much part it is started and spreading towards the northeast side. We have seen the northern mountains features also and the life of the people in each of the states through which the northern mountains run. Okay, and we have seen about three mountain ranges. These are Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. So about all these points we have studied already. And students, I hope all have revised what we have studied. Now let's get started with Northern Plains. Now let's see which are the topics we have to cover in this chapter. So here in this lesson you will learn about the main physical features of the northern plains and life in the northern plains. So these points we are going to cover in this chapter. Let's get start with the introduction. So students, you know very well that many rivers are originating from the northern mountains. When we come to the south of the northern mountains, then we come to the northern plains. So many rivers that originate in the Himalayas such as Ganga, Brahmaputra, Indus and Satluj, where these rivers are flowing through. So these are flowing through the northern plains. Okay. As these rivers are mainly fed up by the melting snow in the Himalayas, they have water throughout the year. Okay, we have studied, again we will revise today, that these rivers are formed from the mountains and these are mainly fed by melting snow. The rivers which are originating from the Himalayas, they have water throughout the year. Even in summer also, these rivers are fed by the water. They never dry up. The rivers bring with them fine soil that is called silt or alluvium. So students, these all rivers bring with them very fine soil and that is very fertile. So that is known as silt or alluvium. Okay, now let me just show you how much part is covered with northern plains. So here students, you can see here Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Assam, Meghalaya, West Bengal, Jharkhand. So students, this part is coming in northern plains. Okay, now let's move further. So the main rivers have several tributaries or smaller rivers joining them. An area watered by a river and its tributaries is called a basin. Now let's just read it again. The main rivers have several tributaries or small rivers joining them. Okay, what happens, we have studied this in first chapter also, that the main rivers that have several tributaries means smaller rivers joining them. That an area watered by a river and its tributary is called a basin. Okay, so students, you should know about this, that these plains run parallel to the Himalayas from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east side. Okay, so here also you can see that it's starting from Punjab, then it is here spreading towards the Assam. Okay, so this part you should know very well. So students, the northern plains can be divided into three basins. What are these three basins? the Satluj basins in the west, the Ganga basin in the middle, and the Brahmaputra basin in the east. Okay, so the northern plains can be divided into these three basins: Satluj basin in the west side, Ganga basin in the middle side, and the Brahmaputra basin in the east side. Okay, now let's move further. So here I want to show you that these three important rivers flow through the northern plains. As we just learned, the area through which they flow is called the basin. So here you can see the Satluj basin, the Ganga basin, the Brahmaputra basin. Here I want to show you this map. By this map you can see the Punjab here. On first number the Satluj basin, that is here Punjab plains. The Ganga basin here on second number, Ganga plains, and the Brahmaputra basin on third number, this is Brahmaputra plains. The river Satluj and its tributaries flow towards the southwest Punjab. They join the Indus River in Pakistan, and the Indus finally flows into the Arabian Sea. So where is Arabian Sea is situated? So Arabian Sea is situated in the west side of India. Okay, Punjab and Haryana lie in the Satluj basin. So Punjab and Haryana, these are two states, these lie in the Satluj basin. Now let's just move further and see other things. So here the Bhakra Nangal Dam has been built on a Satluj river. Okay, on Satluj river Bhakra Nangal Dam is built, and it provides electricity and water for irrigation. Okay, so here page number 25, also here you can see this is the picture of the Bhakra Nangal Dam. So here Bhakra Nangal Dam, the Indira Gandhi Canal, which starts from the Satluj and provides water to many dry areas of Rajasthan. As you know, in Rajasthan there is a severe shortage of water. So this Indira Gandhi Canal helps the Rajasthan in many ways. Here I am showing you this picture, this Bhakra Nangal Dam. Here you can see this is the picture of dam. Okay, now let's move further. I want to show you the Indira Gandhi Canal, which provides the water to the dry areas of Rajasthan. Okay, now let's come to the second point, that is the Ganga Basin. The Ganga is the most important river of the northern plains. The Ganga Basin is spread across Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. And you know very well, this Ganga river starting from northern mountain. From which glacier? Gangotri glacier. So the Ganga originates from the glacier Gangotri. Here it is written in the mountains, and it is fed by several tributaries such as Alaknanda, Mandakini, Bhagirathi. Okay, these are the three tributaries before it enters the northern plains at Haridwar. I want to show you the Gangotri glacier. Okay, now let's move to the next one. It is joined by several tributaries like Yamuna, Gandak, Ghagra, Kosi and Gomti. As it flows slowly in the plains, so it is just joined by these several tributaries. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So yes students, let me show you these tributaries. Students, here I want to show you these tributaries. Let's just see the Yamuna. Here you can see Yamuna, here you can see Ghagra, here you can see the Gomti, here you can see the Gandak, here you can see the Kosi. Okay, so these are the tributaries. Okay, now let's move further. After flowing through the Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, the Ganga enters West Bengal. Okay, after flowing through the Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, the Ganga enters into West Bengal. Here it splits into many branches or distributaries. You know very well, when the main rivers is just spreading, okay, or just divides into channels, Hooghly and Padma. So Hooghly flows through Kolkata and then into the Bay of Bengal, okay, and Padma enters Bangladesh, and here it joins the Jamuna, and you know Jamuna is different river and Yamuna is different river, so don't get confused between Jamuna and Yamuna. So it joins the Jamuna, the main branch of Brahmaputra in Bangladesh. So it joins in Bangladesh before entering to the Bay of Bengal. So now students, here first we will find where is Ganga. So here, after here, you can see here flowing from the Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Then here Ganga divides into many branches, or these are Padma and Hooghly. Here you can see this is Padma and this is Hooghly. Here you can see that here Hooghly. Can you see the Hooghly river? Here Hooghly river flows to the Kolkata, and then where it enters into Bay of Bengal. Here you can see that this is the Hooghly and it is flowing to the Kolkata here, and it is just entering to the Bay of Bengal. Now students, can you see a Jamuna river? Yes. So here Padma river, when it enters into Bangladesh, then it joins to the Jamuna river, okay, and this is the Jamuna is the different river and Yamuna is different river. So this Jamuna river is the main branch of Brahmaputra before entering to the Bay of Bengal. It joins to the Jamuna river. Now understood? The delta made by Ganga and Brahmaputra is the largest delta in the world, and what it is called? It is called Sundarbans. Yeah, I want to show you the Sundarbans. So yes, this is the Sundarbans. Okay, the delta made by Ganga and Brahmaputra is the largest in the world, and it is called Sundarbans. So here I have showed you that here Sundarbans. So how this is made? This is made by the Brahmaputra and Ganga. Third point, the Brahmaputra Basin. The Brahmaputra Basin is a narrow strip in the state of Assam. So very narrow strip in Assam. The Brahmaputra is the longest of three great rivers of North India. So when we talk about the North India rivers, Brahmaputra, so the Brahmaputra is the longest of three great rivers of North India. It starts in Tibet, where it starts called Sangpo. What it is called? Sangpo. It enters India through Arunachal Pradesh and flows through Assam into Bangladesh. Here it joins the Padma and forms the Sundarbans delta before flowing into the Bay of Bengal. Just now we have seen that Padma river joins the Jamuna, and Jamuna is the main branch of Brahmaputra. So where it joins in Bangladesh. So just before entering into the Bay of Bengal, Padma river joined to the Jamuna river. Here you can see the Brahmaputra, and here you can see the Ganga. So students, here you can see that how these rivers are joining here. Can you see? Okay. Now here before entering to the Bay of Bengal, here this is the point. Here it makes the Sundarbans delta. Understood? Now life in the northern plains. As you know that these rivers are flowing through these plains. So these plains are very fertile. That is why these are populated areas. Now first let's start with the first state, that is Punjab. Punjab is fed by Satluj, Ravi and these rivers and is very fertile. Second point, Chandigarh is the capital of both Punjab and Haryana. It is well-planned city. The famous Golden Temple is situated in the city of Amritsar. Other important cities are Ludhiana and Jalandhar. So here I want to show you the picture of the Golden Temple Amritsar. Okay. Some important points about Punjab. Industries such as textile, sports, goods, hosiery and motor parts are well developed here. The people speak Punjabi and Hindi. Guru Parv, Baisakhi, Holi and Diwali are the main festivals celebrated in Punjab. Bhangra and Gidda are the popular folk dances of Punjab. These things you have already heard. Now let's see the two main folk dances of Punjab. So students, here you can see that Gidda, can you see here Gidda and here Bhangra. So students, Gidda is the folk dance performed by the girls and here you can see the Bhangra, it is mainly performed by the boys. Let's come to this state, Haryana. Haryana is also situated in the Satluj Basin and the land here is also very fertile. Gurgaon in Haryana has the largest car manufacturing plant in the country. What is that? The Maruti factory. People speak Hindi and Haryanvi. That is a dialect of Hindi. Delhi. Let's come to the Delhi. So Delhi, you know very well, Delhi is the capital of India and all the main offices, okay, can be found in Delhi. So the offices of the President and the Prime Minister of India, all central government offices are located in New Delhi. All the major festivals of India are celebrated here. The main languages spoken here are Hindi, English, Punjabi and Urdu. Now let's move further. There are many monuments of historical importance in Delhi, such as the Qutub Minar, Red Fort, Jama Masjid, India Gate, Jantar Mantar and the Bahai or Lotus Temple. Now we'll see these monuments one by one. Here you can see the Qutub Minar. In next picture you can see the Red Fort. Here you can see the Jama Masjid. Here you can see India Gate. Now let's come to the next state, Uttar Pradesh. So it is large and thickly populated state and its capital is Lucknow. Leather, metal and textiles are some of the major industries of Uttar Pradesh. The main languages spoken are Hindi and Urdu. Diwali, Holi, Dashera, Eid and Christmas are the main festival of Uttar Pradesh. The land of Uttar Pradesh is very fertile because this state is situated in the Ganga Basin. Allahabad, Varanasi, Agra and Kanpur are the major cities of Uttar Pradesh. Now students, here you can see Ganga and Yamuna meet at the Sangam in Allahabad. Here you can see, I want to show you here. Here you can see the Ganga and Yamuna are meeting here. So here it is considered to be a holy place for the Hindus. Understood? Now let's move further. Bihar. So Bihar is towards the east of Uttar Pradesh. It is also situated in the Ganga Basin and is thickly populated state. Its capital is Patna. The main industries here are based on agriculture. Hindi, Urdu, Maithili are the main languages of the state. Eid, Diwali and Dashera are the main festivals celebrated here. Now let's move further and see other points. Chhat is an important traditional festival of Bihar. Nalanda, and both Gaya are cities of historical importance in Bihar. Now let's move further and see the pictures of these. So this is the festival Chhat. Here you can see the picture of Bodh Gaya. Another picture is the of Nalanda. Okay, now let's move further. Let's come to the next state, Jharkhand. The capital of this new state is Ranchi. Jharkhand is very rich in mineral deposits such as coal, iron, copper and aluminium ores. And it is one of the India's largest steel plant. And where it is located? It is located at Bokaro in Jharkhand. Understood? Now here I want to show you the Bokaro steel plant. And this is the largest in India. Understood? West Bengal. Further, east of Bihar is West Bengal. Kolkata is the capital of the state. Since West Bengal has a long coastline, fishing is an important occupation of the people. Jute, textile and silk industries in the state are well developed. Let's see some other points. The people speak Bengali. Sweets of West Bengal such as Rasgulla and Sandesh are popular in all over India. And Durga Puja is the most important festival. Now let's see the sweet dishes of West Bengal and the main festival. Okay, this is the Durga Puja and they celebrate it very nicely. Now here you can see the two sweet dishes here, Sandesh and here Rasgulla, and these sweet dishes are very famous in all over India. Now let's start with our last state, that is Assam. Dispur is the capital of Assam and it is situated near Guwahati, the biggest city in the state. The people speak Assamese and their main festival is Bihu. The second point, the Kaziranga Wild Sanctuary of Assam, the home of the one-horned rhinoceros, is very famous. So now we'll see the main festival and the one-horned rhinoceros. Now let's move further. Here you can see Bihu. This is the main festival they celebrate. Here you can see they are performing their dance. Okay, this is the traditional dance performed by the Assam people. Okay, and this festival is for 3 days. Now let's move further. Here you can see Kaziranga Wildlife Sanctuary. The state has huge deposits of petroleum, tea production, refining of oil, sericulture. What is sericulture? Rearing of silkworms for silk. And handicrafts are very important industries of Assam. Now let's move further. Now students, we have reached to the end of the chapter. Let's read it. The northern plains are to the south of the Himalayas and are very fertile due to several rivers that flow through them. The northern plains can be divided into 3 rivers basins: the Satluj Basin, the Ganga Basin and the Brahmaputra Basin. Now next point. The northern plains includes the states of Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and parts of Assam and Tripura. The rivers in the plains make the land very fertile. The region is thickly populated and farming is the main occupation of the people. Now, this is the homework time, students. Which river basins make up the northern plains? Which canal provides water to many dry areas of Rajasthan? What do you mean by alluvium? And what are the important industries of Assam? So all these points you have to find from your book and write in your rough copy. Understood? Now students, this is the time for me to go. Okay? I hope you have understood about the northern plains. Okay? So please revise the points and just do the homework. Then I will see you in next class with next chapter.